Ladies and gentlemen, this demonic piece of crap turned himself in, and it never should have been this way. He should have been arrested. To me, there was no reason for them to allow him to turn himself in. Mm-mm. Only in America. Alleged shooter charged in Ralph Yarl case. Andrew Lester, 85, a white man of Kansas City, is charged with two felony counts in the Ralph Yarl shooting case. Yarl is a black 16-year-old who went to the wrong house by mistake last week to pick up his younger brothers. Now, some idiot came in my comment section and said, well, it was 10 o'clock at night. I don't care if it was midnight. How hard would it have been to find out why somebody was at your door? You don't even have to open the door. You can talk through the door. You're at the wrong house. How hard could it have been? During a press conference Monday, April 17th, Clay County prosecuting attorney Zach Thompson said the case referred to his office that day had a racial component, but he would not elaborate on that component. Lester is charged with felony first degree assault and armed criminal action. It should be a hate crime, too. I don't care what they say. Yeah, and a lot of people are upset that attempted murder is not there because you aimed for this child's head. The assault charge, if convicted, carries a life sentence. Thompson told reporters Lester he has currently been charged with assault rather than murder or attempted murder or a hate crime as a sentence for a Class A assault charge. Under Missouri law, carries a long term if convicted. So other charges may not carry the same range of punishment, he said. So the bond was set at $200,000. The shooting occurred before 10 p.m. on April 13th after Yarl Stanley, high school student, and his school is in North Kansas City Public School District, knocked on the wrong door by mistake while attempting to pick up his younger siblings. Yarl was meant to go to, they said he was supposed to go to Northeast 115th Terrace. That's where he was supposed to go, but went to 115th Street, which was about a block away from where he needed to be. The probable cause statement states Lester, who lives alone in the residence, had laid down to bed when he heard the doorbell ring and picked up his 32 caliber revolver before responding to the door. And technically, he didn't. What kind of response to the door is just start shooting? So his residence has two doors at the front, one interior main door and one glass exterior storm door. That's the door he shot through. And they said both doors were locked, according to court documents. Lester said he opened the interior door and saw the black male and pulled um, the exterior door handle. He said the black male was pulling on the exterior door handle because he probably at that point didn't know he was in the wrong place. Once you open the door, why didn't you just ask him, may I help you? What are you doing here? You could have said something. You didn't have to unlock the glass door. So he's just like a lot of them. He makes a mountain out of a molehill. So, anyway, Lester told investigators he believed the black male was trying to break in and shot twice within a few seconds of opening the door. So he said he opened the door, and just seconds after he opened the door, he shot. That sounds like racism. So you didn't want to interact with him at all to find out why he was there. It could have been easily determined that he was in the wrong place. Mm-mm-mm. He stated no words were exchanged during the incident, and the male had not said anything prior to pulling the door handle. He probably thought he was in the right place. He didn't know. Reads the probable cause statement. He believed he was protecting himself from a physical confrontation and could not take the chance of a male coming in. Reads the probable cause statement. Okay, so you said no words, but he said the door remained locked. Okay, so he never unlocked the door. He was trying to turn the door handle, believing he was in the right place, but he couldn't get in. I still say, why couldn't you have said anything? So the second you pulled the interior door open, you just start shooting. That's what it sounds like to me. He started shooting the second he opened the door. No words were exchanged. Thompson said Yarl was shot twice, once in the head, once in the arm. So, why Lester was held for less than 24 hours before being released, and why charges were brought several days after the shooting, Thompson told reporters law enforcement worked very hard to conduct a thorough investigation. That's a BS answer. That's a BS answer. They could have arrested him and kept him held in custody if they really wanted to. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do their job. Okay. How many times are people locked up in this country and investigations are still done? All the time. So, at the scene, investigators found the glass door. I guess pieces of it was shattered, blood on the front porch. Blood was in the driveway and in the street in front of the house. The gun in a living room chair with two spent shell casings, and more live rounds in the chamber. And they said there was a wireless surveillance system receiver in the northeast bedroom that was determined to be no longer operational, and two cameras on the residence. A witness described in court documents as a neighbor said they heard an unknown vehicle pull into the elderly man's driveway and thought it was odd for him to have a visitor late at night. The witness stated a short time later they heard 2 to 3 gunshots at 1100 Northeast 115th Street. Reads the probable cause statement. The witness stated after the gunshots were heard, Ralph Yarl was screaming that he had been shot. The witness also told investigators he observed the teen knock on neighbors' doors asking for help. Yeah, well, what else was he going to do? I'm surprised he was able to do that after being shot in the head. Yarl told investigators his mother told him to pick up his siblings at 1100 Northeast 115th Street. But actually, the address the brothers were located at was Northeast 115th Terrace. That's where he was supposed to go. Mm, mm, mm. So they said he parked in the driveway and he walked up to the front door. He stated he pressed the doorbell and waited outside in front of the door, like most people do. Reads the probable cause statement. Yarl also said the man inside took a long time to answer the door and opened it holding a firearm. So he saw the firearm as soon as he opened that door. And like I said, it from the way it sounds, within seconds he just started firing. He stated he was immediately shot in the head and fell to the ground, the court document said. So as soon as this guy opened the door, he shot him in the head. While on the ground, he was shot a second time in the arm. According to court documents, Yarl said he did not pull on the door handle. Now, the old man is claiming he was pulling on the door handle. Ralph is saying he never pulled on that door handle. And it was the first time at the residence that he ran away to keep from being shot again. And that the man in the house told him, "Don't come around here." So that was the only time he spoke to him. "Don't come around here." After first responders arrived, Yarl was transported to the hospital. "My heart goes out to the child and family involved in this case," said Thompson at the press conference. "I wish him and his family strength and healing moving forward." You know what? I believe him. I believe him. When most people come to your door, if they ring the doorbell or they knock, they don't just instantly grab a door handle. Usually they wait for the person on the other side to respond by opening the door. And he said he never touched the door handle, and I believe him. That is just not the norm for a person to do, especially going to a house that you don't even live at. In a show of support and unity for Jarl, Staley students will take part in a unity walk Tuesday, April 18th at Staley High School with his fellow members of the Falcon Brigade band playing. Students will lock arms as they walk around the school in a circle. Many students were wearing blue, which was Ralph's favorite color. This display of unity is intended to support Ralph in his recovery and have a positive impact on the community. So, this is the communication director, Susan Hillen, Monday. The Unity Walk is scheduled to take place at 10:30. Media will not be allowed on school property for the event. Well, y'all, in my opinion, this whole thing is very bittersweet. Like I said, I want to know what their response in letting him turn himself in several days later and not arresting him on the spot. You know, I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me. And you know, he didn't have any regard for this teen standing on his porch. And he came to that door confrontational. He was not even provoked to do it. It was completely unprovoked. He came to that door looking for a confrontation. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this latest story on Andrew Lester turning himself in. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.